I woke up, grabbed my coffee, and walked to the dock, only to find my patrol boat covered in bright orange spray paint. Sloppy letters screamed, "Killer toys out." The best part? She left the spray can with her name on it. Karen's going to court, and I'm getting a new paint job on the Navy's dime.
Karen spray painted my Navy patrol boat, got fined $250,000. You ever wake up on your one day off, grab a cup of gas station coffee, and stroll down to the dock just to find your patrol boat, your literal government-issued vessel, looking like a kindergarten art project? Yeah, that happened. My name's Wes, Petty Officer First Class, U.S. Navy, 12 years and counting. I'm stationed out of Norfolk, but live inland in a sleepy HOA-run lakeside community where people think putting little flags in flower pots makes them patriotic. My house is modest, dock's clean, and the Navy lets me keep my patrol boat moored out back for training and authorized community displays, as long as I log the maintenance and report every use. Everything was going fine until Karen moved in. Karen Thistlebrook, newly divorced, tan like a leather couch, and full of strong opinions about visual pollution. She came in hot the first week. She hosted an HOA clean water forum where she blamed my boat for causing toxic vibrations that scared ducks away. Second week, she called the city to file a noise complaint after I tested a low decibel sonar sweep for Navy approval, mind you. By the third week, she left a typed note in my mailbox that read, "Military aesthetics do not belong in tranquil civilian spaces." Civilian spaces, lady. I literally swore an oath so you could complain in peace. I laughed it off, told my CEO, and we both agreed she sounded like a bored hobby tyrant. But it escalated fast. Saturday morning, I'm walking down the dock in my Crocs, balancing a Dunkin' cup in one hand and a wrench in the other when I see it. Bright orange spray paint across the hull. My navy gray patrol boat, with her ID number now covered in sloppy letters that read, "Killer toys out." And just below that, in sloppy cursive, "This isn't Fallujah." I didn't move for a second. I just stood there, blinking like maybe the coffee hadn't kicked in yet, like maybe I was hallucinating a hate crime against fiberglass. But it was real. Real paint, real message, real felony. And here's the kicker. Karen left her paint can on the dock, labeled with her name. I swear to God, it had a sticker from her dumb craft brand, Karen's Coastal Colors, Sunshed Orange, no less. I dialed base command. They sent a mobile security unit in 2 hours. Meanwhile, I walked around, stomach turning, trying to cool off. That boat had been to 2 continents. She'd done rescue drills, assisted after storms, even served in a local Navy outreach to teach high schoolers about maritime service. This wasn't some inflatable weekend thing, it was Navy property. And Karen, oh Karen, didn't even flinch when they knocked on her door. She came out in yoga pants and sunglasses, sipping from one of those "but first" coffee mugs and said, "I was reclaiming public peace." I kid not. Then she tried to spin it into an environmental statement, saying the Navy destabilizes lake tranquility and evokes the violence of empire. I don't even know what that means. But the Navy did. They filed a report of vandalism on federal property, damage to equipment under Title 18. Not only that, the HOA president, who'd been trying to stay neutral, nearly choked when he saw the footage from my dock's motion sensor cam. Crystal clear video of Karen walking up, looking around, and shaking the can like she was tagging a subway tunnel. So now you got the Navy and the HOA both coming for her. And it turns out that $250,000 fine, that's real. Because repainting a federal boat, that's not like buffing a scratch out of your Camry. It's regulated paint with a specialized anti-radar coating. They had to haul her to the Naval Yard, dry dock her, recoat her under supervision, and file incident reports up the chain. The quote alone was $184K, plus fines, plus contractor fees. Karen tried to claim it was a mistake, said she thought it was my personal boat, and that she didn't know was official. But the whole number was right there. There's even a sticker from the Department of the Navy on the side. The judge didn't buy it. Oh yeah, she went to court. It wasn't criminal court, not yet. But federal claims got filed and civil litigation started immediately. Her defense was moral outrage over the military presence in a residential zone. But our HOA bylaws actually allow military crafted docks if they're approved, which mine was, in writing, twice. In court, her lawyer said she was expressing dissent. The judge said, "You can't express dissent on federal hardware." Boom.
But here's the part that really got her canceled. The moment went viral. Some Navy spouse with a huge Instagram account reposted the video. Then veterans groups joined in. Then news stations. Just spray painted the Navy trended for 2 days. Someone even made merch. My brother, who's a Marine sniper, sent me a shirt that says, "Karen hates boats." But it wasn't just jokes. People showed up. Vets came down to the lake. A local Boy Scout troop offered to repaint the dock. The HOA held an emergency meeting. Karen showed up and got booed out by the same retirees who usually argue over grass length. Her house, on the market within a month, listed as quiet lakefront living, no boat noise my ass. And me? I got a commendation from the Navy for how I handled it. Kept my cool, didn't escalate, just followed procedure. But I also got something better. Respect from neighbors who never said much before. From the younger families whose kids I taught to tie knots on that very boat. From strangers online who said it reminded them of why they served too. Karen tried to deface a symbol, and in doing so, she only proved its worth. This was that $250, the $1,000 fine, justice. Or not enough. Should intent matter when the damage is real? What would you have done if someone spray painted your flag, your ship, your service? Let's talk about it in the comments.